Hey everyone! A lot of people have been asking me to make a compass farming strategy with the new Dora compass legendary pet they released this season. So I finally got myself to deep space and I decided, you know what, now's a good time to do it. So here we are. This is our compass farming deep space clockwork strategy. So we'll dive in and we'll get you understanding what's going on. So first off, we're getting the clockwork. We're going this little bottom part here. This will make all the monsters, once we hit SS rating, get the rating, making them more powerful, making them drop more stuff, and we're going to get 18% additional drop quantity. So that's a big deal. Combo this with the chance of getting purple cogwheels is very important. This will give us more consistently higher valued rewards. Finally, we're going to go down the extend duration path here with the time extenders. When we put it in the podium at the end, if it's more than 60 seconds remaining, that's another 20% drop quantity. If we go this way, we have to balance our time and make sure we have less than 40 seconds. And more often than not, I gotta sit there and wait for time to go away. I'd rather just have extra time and go a little slower through the map instead of sit and wait at the end of the map. But if you can balance the time better, you can go that way and you will run faster. So that's there. We're gonna go over here. And as far as the compasses go, we grab these compasses. This will give you the more chance to replicate it. This will make the first rare guy have a chance to get a blessing, to drop more compasses. This is for every compass you use, you get more compasses. This is chance to get the higher tier compass. You get tomorrow's directions, which gives you more compasses. You go up here, higher, most valuable type of compass, and you can pick and choose what you want. Originally, I also did have the dark surge, the cube, and even the nightmare I had selected at once upon a time. And then I'll get into why we removed those to only have the ones we've selected. We also, once upon a time, had these drop quantity as well, but we siphoned those drop quantity for the nightmare, and we'll get into that in a minute. But right now, we are going to go with all the drop quantity and extra monsters here. We did once upon a time originally have those in. So if you do prefer to have this instead of the nightmare part, I'm going to show you. You cancel the nightmare part, put in the drop quantity here, and then go back to your compass section and you can pick whichever other two you want. I recommend Dark Surge and Cube or Nightmare. But if you do like Nightmare, like I like Nightmare, you make those sacrifices, cut these 6 points, and then you get 8 points. And these 8 points we're going to put into getting the additional drop quantity in our Omen selection, and that'll give us more Nightmare rewards. And I really like Nightmare. So that's the bare minimum we need to squeeze it in. And it pays out. It pays the bills when it needs, when our clockworks don't pay out. The Nightmare and the Arcana pay the bills. So we don't really go negative. Sometimes we just go really positive or break even. We are going to pick up the major node down here and the chance to not consume our compasses up here. That is the important parts. So that's our void chart. We're going to go in. The compasses we use, important one we need is the compass, promotion compass. We need the sinful plunder compass. We need the collection doll compass, the legendary one. And because of the strategy we're using, we are using the nightmare. If, like I said, you don't like nightmare, maybe you don't have the nightmare pet and it's not worth your time. You don't run the nightmare compass. You don't run those nightmare points. You put them where I told you to put them. And then really you can pick any compass you think you want to run. I like the black sail compasses are good options as fillers. Cube is a good option as a filler. War is a good option if you want to run faster. So you can mix and match the best you can, or just pick dependent on what cards you get. Even is maybe a better choice. But I like to have the same static run every time. I like Nightmare, and that's where we are. So these are the compasses you use. You roll it up the best you can. Go to deep space. I highly recommend doing this strategy in deep space. These compasses are too expensive to be running earlier. I do have a budget version of this deck I recommend to be using in Profound or earlier if this is something you want to try and you're interested in playing this type of gameplay. I do have a different version with cheaper compasses I recommend for Profound, but this is the deep space version. This is the version that is pumping out some serious gains with the new compass pet. But once again, this is the compass pet strategy. If you don't have the compass pet, maybe not worth your time. Maybe try the budget strategy that isn't reliant on it. I don't know. I like giving you guys options. I have had requests for this particular strategy, so I am here presenting it. Hopefully it is a good. Well, I mean, I know it's good, but hopefully it's good enough without the pet. I'll be honest, that's what I meant to say. I haven't really tested it without the pet. I don't think it's as good without it. Obviously, you know, she is dropping out extra compasses, which is the whole point of this. So yeah, there you go. The map clear is a little slower in the deep space just because, you know, we're already at the S rating. Monsters are super strong. They're spawning, you know, 4 waves or 5 waves now. If it gets to, you know, double S, triple S, it gets up to 6, 7 waves per thing. We got Mary jumping on me. We got Hermits slowing down my progress. It's one of those. It is what it is. But as you can see, we keep getting paid, and that's all that matters. As long as we get paid, where it's okay. Whee! All right, we go through here. Wow. Oh, shit. Yeah, so you do have the problem in the sense of Arcana and Clockwork is a dangerous combo because the Arcana's kind of rippy. Mary's always trying to cut you off in corridors. And every time you die with this setup, you do lose cogwheels. And from my experience, they love to prioritize the good rewards first for some reason. Obviously, it's RNG. It picks randomly, and the bad stands out more than the good. But yeah, if you die here, it is very, very painful. I don't recommend it. Try and stay alive the best you can. Oh, we didn't get Alice to proc. We didn't get Dora to proc. Well, that's bad video. Either way, keep going, keep grinding. You will get the big compass explosions. It is worth it. It is working, I promise you. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you got any tips and tricks you want to share, add them to the comments below. As always, I will be streaming live still every day this season in the Twitch link provided in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video, everybody. Happy hunting.